Hey everybody, I'm Adam.
I'm Miguelito.
You're not. What the fuck is
Michael.
Miguel? Oh yeah, you're Michael. God damn it. Today we're going to talk about John Wick 3 and Brightburn because we're bored in Ohio.
Miguelito.
You're fucking up our intro.
By the way,
You've done this a couple times now.
I'm sorry. My Mexican friends that live down the street, Daniela told me that Miguelito actually means like little Mike.
That would make sense.
I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna call myself Miguelito for.
You are little.
You motherfucker. Anyway, you want to, since we have more to discuss, since you didn't see Brightburn, and I'm going to suggest you don't. You want me to just talk about that quickly?
Yeah, get that out of the way. I mean, I feel like I got from the trailer all that I needed to for that film. It's so if Superman was bad.
It's exactly if it's exactly.
Are we going spoilers here?
Sure.
Yeah, it's okay. Spoilers from here on out.
I mean, what, a week or something. Anyway, here's the thing. Let me say this first. The idea is good. It's a pretty violent movie at times.
Yeah.
But it is whoever took a hold of this movie. That Gunn, I think it's Gunn.
He produced it. I think his brothers wrote it.
Okay. The guy that directed it, you could tell this movie was shot, giving you enough timing and space to develop each character and why he turns to be such an evil person, and so to speak, and want to rule the world instead of save it. Okay. Mm-hmm. They hacked this thing up, so you didn't get the timing beats. And it was like too quick of a jump for him to suddenly, who cares who I kill? I'll kill relatives. I'll kill, and it because they cut it up too much, it just fucked the story. But it was shot well. Everything you saw in the trailer ruins the entire movie, minus what his quote unquote kryptonite is.
Okay.
I mean, they literally show you everything in it. It's kind of ridiculous. But the people they had in it, acting wise, the guy that's
the dad,
he was from The Office. Yeah, he was good in it.
I heard he was good.
What's her face was
Elizabeth
good.
Banks.
Yeah, and that was seeing her in a different role than she's used like playing lately or most recently. So that was kind of nice to see. And the boy was good. Mm-hmm. Like he was a good actor. He had a very
some other reviewers that I've seen, like one guy's comments I thought were interesting. He said that he thought it would have been way more interesting if they didn't found him in a UFO like right off the bat and had him just discover that as being a better arc for his character.
Yeah.
And he said that this movie was really its best when it was just being a family drama, like with those characters that you just talked about, the mom, the dad, and the son.
Sure.
Because they were the best part of it.
Okay, so you know how in Unbreakable, it's, first of all, that is stellar. I love that movie. But do you know how the dynamic between the father and the son was in that one? Like when the son thinks his dad's a superhero and then slowly tries to convince his dad he's more than, look how strong you are, look all this stuff. And then he's actually proud of him. And then, this is the flip-flop version. Exactly. I mean, the parents, dad is like, the parents start to realize, fuck. And, but the thing that was stupid in this is, how Superman, for example, who I hate Superman, but, he's raised to be a good person. So he's a good person, even when he finds out the little thing and goes to what is it called? His fucking ice castle. And he puts the crystal shit in. Yeah. And his dad basically tells him, they basically sit him there so he can be some sort of god. And he can, but be good, but be,
Well, no, they sent him there because Krypton was dying.
But I'm saying one of the things was, if in the comic, he finds out that he was sent there also because they knew he would be a godlike figure. Like he could basically rule the planet.
Is that canon?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so. Anyway, this little shit, he starts to hear shit, kind of like how Clark Kent's hearing shit in the movie. And then he, like from the barn, and he goes out and he finds, you remember the first Superman?
The Christopher Reeves one?
Yeah, and he finds the ship because they had it hidden in the barn. He starts hearing shit, but this instead does he hears whispering, and then it hits a trigger in him. And that's what makes him suddenly out of no fucking where turn into not giving a shit about his family, his friends, people can all die, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it was weird. It was just too...
Okay.
It's almost
so
like...
they should have just had his experiences lead him there instead of some weird thing
they
like
should
that.
have had something where somebody treated him in a way that made him click and then realize no one can stop me from doing what I'm doing, and then continue down that evil arc instead of that immediate jump. And then him trying to cover, him lying and suddenly covering up everything of him killing person after person. And then, his dad, of course, tries to kill him. Shoots him in the back of the head when they went on a hunting trip.
That well. We're about to hear the cat enter her poop palace.
That's exciting.
Wait for it. There it is.
That's gross. Anyway, my whole point is, well acted, well shot. Not great. Well shot. They fucked up the editing in it. It does end completely sequel driven. Like there's all kinds of other bad things out there in the world and that have suddenly started to pop up here and there, and they're basically
could they do it in a way where it's not over like if you say other bad things,
other superheroes, good or bad, but like Rainn Wilson's character, he's
in it.
No, they show he's one of he's in the same world.
He lives in that world.
He lives in that world.
Okay, interesting. So maybe it's not really sequel driven. Maybe it's just that's like their.
No, it's left. I believe the way it ends. He's basically.
Maybe that's like their unbreakable split moment where it's like, oh wait, this is actually part of that world.
This one's definitely set up that you could, because he just ends up fucking killing everybody. And then then he destroys everything to make it look like he basically takes a plane and throws it down to destroy all the evidence, kills all the people on board, kills all his family.
So at the
end, he's just having a cookie sitting in the back of the ambulance because everybody thinks this plane killed the cops and everybody at the place and explosions and
yeah. Sip on that.
Did you like that?
Related. I'm reading a comic book series. I started this a long time ago, but I'm rereading it because I never finished it and I don't remember all the parts. But it's called Invincible, and it's very similar in a way that
this is about the sun, right?
You could compare it to the bad Superman thing. Like there's a guy named like Omni-Man. He's on Earth and he's like the superhero, but then you find out that he's literally been sent there to take over Earth. But
is he acting like he's a good guy though?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he has a son, and his son becomes the hero Invincible. And part of it was because like they wanted to see how successful their DNA could meld with Earth DNA.
Yeah.
If they could create virtually, perfect offspring.
Yeah.
If it's like close enough, then they could basically they don't want to lose strength in their species. But he ends up like confronting his dad because he finds out and some shit, and then it becomes a whole thing. But that's interesting. Like it's a whole world of superheroes, so it's way more involved than just a small story. Like this is a bad Superman. But I think they're actually turning that one into an animated series on Amazon Prime, which would be interesting because it's very adult.
That. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
So I give it like a C.
So if it was streaming.
Oh yeah. If it's streaming, watch it. They did the thing where, it's like kind of like what Eli Roth does. He does it over gore in some scenes you don't need it, but he just shows you shit
like for shock
being ripped
value.
out. Yeah, it's like they show you can watch the Red Band trailer and see that
I saw
waitress
that like Alaska going to her
and
eyeball.
her slowly pulling it out.
That was weird.
I'm like, you don't
that.
fucking need that. Stop being. But the thing is, they would show shit like that, but then not show how some of these people were killed. He would just fly in a black screen and go to something else, and then they would find the body later. It's like, why would you take the time to show them pulling slowly glass out of the eye?
Budget. They were picking and choosing, because this was a low budget film.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It was just. His costume's creepy.
Yeah, he looked like some kind of bondage anteater.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a creepy little shit. That's his blanket from his ship. And he kind of sews it into this mask-looking thing around his body when he's flying around. And he's a fucking stalker. He's some girl he's got a crush on. He breaks into her house, up into her room.
I mean,
fucking around with her. And then what she does when she doesn't like him, he breaks her fucking hand, crushes it.
Nice.
That's what I would have done to some bitches.
And that Brandon Routh Superman, Return to Superman, or whatever the fuck it was, he was a stalker in that.
That was some voyeur, nasty, disgusting shit.
I'm gonna use my X-ray vision to watch you go all the way up this elevator.
And then floating outside of her house.
Yeah.
And watch. You know he's watching her shower and shit. Sick fucker. I'd do the same thing.
I was gonna say, if you had X-ray vision, you'd just be like everywhere, like, ooh.
I'd be looking at your dong right now.
Yeah. You want to?
No.
You don't need X-ray vision. You just need to ask. So, shall we get on to John Wick?
Let's do this.
3.
Let's do
Parabellum, because we both saw this and we both have opinions.
Yeah. I liked the film, but it is my third.
You like it the least.
I like it the least.
I don't know. I think I like it better than the second one. I need to watch the second one again.
I've watched the second one, I think, 2 or 3 times. And maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe I'll watch this one. Now, don't get me wrong. This third film had some stellar shots that were better than the other 2. There were some scene shots that were like, that was really good. But overall, I like the other 2 better.
I just like that this movie knows exactly what it is. It's just, this is an action movie. And usually, like, if you have just, okay, I'm going to turn my brain off and go see this action movie kind of thing. But they actually have a mythology and little tidbits they give you that actually build on a story that you didn't realize you were kind of interested in.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I could have given a shit about Lawrence Fishburne's character, but they keep putting a little more stuff into him. Yeah.
It's funny because they're turning in between like if Morpheus and Samuel Jackson had a baby.
Yeah.
That's what this character is, because he has like the presence and commandingness of Morpheus.
Yeah.
But the sass and fucking back talk of Samuel Jackson.
Right.
When he was like, sometimes you got to cut a motherfucker. Fucking love that. But what's interesting about this film is none of them, like, except for the first one, none of them stand on their own. Because they're just an exact continuation of the first, so it's one long story.
Sure. Yes.
And if you think about it, the time frame between the first film and this film, it's got to be like a week or 2 tops.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when he immediately goes back to get his fucking car.
Yeah.
In a second. Yeah, right after where's the fuck's my car? Look, I do think it's so fucking hilarious. The first one is they kill his dog, he's pissed. The second one is they fucked my car, he's pissed. It's just, it's great.
I know your qualms about the choreography.
Dude, it was bad in this one. Come on. I'm not saying the fight scenes were bad themselves. The choreography was good. It was the speed at which you could completely see everybody. All right, he's going to throw the punch to the right side of my face. Okay, I'm going to dodge. Then I'm going to grab this. And I don't want to see that. So make it look natural. They practice like a motherfucker on these things.
I know. There are 2 things that are probably contributing to this.
Don't tell me his age.
Age is one. Absolutely age.
Speed up the film.
No, because that's going to look like shit.
Then turn the camera a different way so I don't see it.
No. 2, they actually have the confidence and wanting you to see the fight that they actually shoot it in a wider shot instead of this modern bullshit where they do quick cuts in and in and in and in. They want you to see the fight for what it is.
Yeah.
They don't want to fake impact by doing fast cuts and edits.
I'm just telling you, the first 2 films, not one time was I sitting there where I could see that Keanu or the other guy he was fighting knew where the punch or the kick was coming and was waiting for it. This was the first time I saw it happen, and it happened several times, and it bothered the shit out of me. That's one of my major complaints about the film.
My only complaint about this movie is how many times he gets thrown through glass.
Oh my God. I thought that was never going to fucking end. Yeah, I was going to complain about that too.
That's the only thing. Because like after they did it like the 4th time, I was like, they can't throw him through glass anymore, can they? And they just kept doing it.
They just kept doing it over and over again. Which, by the way, Did it not? You be honest with me, because there's two things that bothered the shit out of me during a fight sequence. The two guys he fought at once, totally just beating his fucking ass and could have killed him at any time from the onset.
Yeah.
Just give me from the onset. Why wouldn't they have killed him? Because the head guy wanted to kill him himself. You can say that. Sure.
No. My whole thing about that is like they were like super fans of John Wick, and they just loved the fact that they were fighting him. I think they just wanted to keep it going. Like, fuck, we're fighting John Wick, motherfucker. Let's fucking do this. And they had a chance. They're like, no, not yet. It's like if you met Bill Murray and you were like trying to like
I don't
tell him
disagree.
jokes, and he kept walking away. You're like, no. I got one more joke. That's what they wanted. They were like, no, I want to stretch this time out as long as possible.
But in this mythology, you've got every other main boss guy, okay, who's basically telling everybody, you kill this motherfucker, because if you don't, he's gonna wipe out everybody. And this is the first time in this film where it's like
somebody's like, he's mine.
Somebody's fucking around with him, and he's got two dudes fighting him for a little bit, and then I'm sorry, they fell through the floor, and that's gonna make them give up and tap out. No. And then the final boss guy, let me just say this. He's kicking his fucking ass so hardcore. And then old man Keanu, which, don't get me wrong, I am still impressed that he's doing as much. I mean, fucking amazing to me. But then all of a sudden, like 80% through the fight, he suddenly is you know what? I've been just fucking around the whole time letting you kick my ass. Like, easily could have killed me any second. And now suddenly you can't hit me or do shit, and I'm going to kill you. It's just, and then this stupid, he's talking
that's
while
the premise of every Rocky movie.
I get it, dude, but I'm just telling you. I don't, the other two films, he was either toe-to-toe because the guy was a good fighter, and he would get hit, Wick would get hit, the other guy would get hit, beat up a little bit, but you could tell Wick was going to, like, he's the better assassin. This one, and maybe it's weeks after weeks of getting his ass kicked from his dog to his car to now. You could say that too. Sure.
Yeah.
But I wish they would at least made note of it. Because the dog gave him some energy pills.
Yeah.
He should have been good to go.
That's all I needed.
Did it not bother you though? The final guy, he's got the sword through his fucking heart, and he's talking to him.
Fucking loved it. Loved every second. Cracked me up.
They drop into every place. Him and his little ninja buddies. And how, were you not getting sick of every ninja and every shadow just turning around?
No,
it reminded me of Bluth from the Arrested Development. Like,
here's
his
the
magician
thing. When it comes to films, I don't have as much of a stick up my ass as you.
Oh my God.
You get so caught up on these little things.
There's little technicalities that drive me. Do it 3 times. Fucking cool. Do it 8. Fuck yourself. Come on, man. Don't overdo.
I give you the glass throwing.
That was
him being thrown through glass. That was silly. But everything else, loved it. I don't care that he was talking with a sword in him. What else? Like, if you had a sword in you and you were still alive, you're just gonna sit there silently? I would say I'd probably say some fucked up shit. You stab me right now with a sword and I'm just sitting here, I'd probably say some weird ass shit. Or I'd say some shit to fuck with you. I'd be like, hey, there's a double dong somewhere in your house.
Sure, yes, do that stuff while he's dying.
Guess who used both ends?
I'll be with you. I'm just gonna take a breath, and I'll be no, you won't. And then he falls over. No, let him still sit there and breathe it out. Then let Keanu leave completely. Then he falls over. Don't say I'm just gonna take a minute. Then he's like, no, you won't, or I'll be seeing you. Or no, you won't. And then he falls over before Keanu even leaves the room. I mean, come on, fix that timing. It's gotta be beautiful. Everything else is so choreographed in these films down to the minuscule movement. Just do that.
I think.
And Halle Berry got too much fucking time.
I thought
Dog's thing was great. Dog fighting choreography
what was your thing against her? She was fine.
I didn't like the fact that she could almost fight as good as Wick.
They've shown that many other assassins can fight nearly as good as Wick, or in some cases better.
Yeah, but not her.
Since the first film, they've showed that he could have died multiple times by other people.
She doesn't need the poochies then.
That's part of her thing.
Listen to me. Make her less of a fighter.
She's
not
that
as
character
good.
from Black Ops.
I'm just trying to say she
Nomad,
can hold her
own.
Shut up. Yes. She can hold her own, right? But she's not an upper tier fighter. That's why she
That's
has her
why she needs the
badass
dogs.
dogs. But she was showing that she could flip, slide, shoot bullshit. She wasn't missing shots. I mean, no. Everybody can't be a master assassin. You gotta.
Well, that could be a
them-
fucking critique of the entire series.
Sure.
Because if you're looking at the series, it's like maybe 25% of the world is assassins.
Well, it's like Andre the Giant at the beginning of the film, right? The tall ass motherfucker in the library.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't a great fighter. He was just big and strong.
Yeah.
Okay. So make her. She's not a great fighter. Like, you could tell that she couldn't put up her own, like in a fist fight, for example, or she doesn't shoot as accurately, for example. But her dogs that she's trained so well equal out, and that's why she's so badass. That's her abilities, the dogs. But she had too much of a fighting and shooting ability matched with the dogs.
I think your complaint is silly.
This is a Wick film. It's even titled Wick.
Yeah. And she was in it for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Too much time. Catwoman, too much fucking time. Catwoman cannot be in a film longer than 5, maybe 6 minutes.
She was fine. She was fine. I had no problem with her.
She acted fine. She didn't annoy me acting. But man, you know how I am with saliva and her spitting that water right back in that fucking bottle. I'm like, you sick
I know you hated
bitch.
that. That was just an excuse to go see Braun. But basically,
What'd you think about that too? Too soon to the end of the Thrones to see him?
No.
I didn't like
because
his
the End of
accent.
Thrones can suck my dick. So I'd rather see Braun in something else.
Wish I was Game of Thrones.
Ooh. You know what you're saying there, bud, right? Yeah,
His accent was stupid.
I don't care. It was just nice to see him.
You know what I'm starting to realize? You just let everything slide in this
No.
movie.
Because this movie isn't goddamn Shakespeare. It's not trying to be. It's just trying to entertain me, and it fucking did.
I'll buy the film. I will absolutely buy
so
it. I will
suck my
absolutely
balls.
watch it several times. But I am comparing it to the other two. I'm not comparing it against the other shithole movies that are out today. There's so many shitty ones.
Okay, so pump the brakes a little bit because it's still a gift. It is a gift.
What about those shotguns with the
I
armor?
loved it.
Armor.
The first time he used one, when they realized
so
like
good.
these people were like, I don't like have amazing armor,
But
and he literally blew half that guy's head off.
I did love when he would shoot them to get them down to the ground and then lift their helmet up a little bit to shoot them in the neck or pull the face mask up to shoot them in the face. I did like all that very much.
I did feel this movie was a little long.
It was.
I didn't like his trek through the desert bullshit because that
dumb.
ultimately came to nothing.
Yeah.
Like that basically got him free passage back.
I didn't like that they cut off half his finger too. I mean, god damn it. Now I'm going to fucking watch some weird finger shit every now and then. Just leave his fucking hands alone.
Well, now he has something in common with Swearingen. I think it's the same finger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I
I don't think that's purposeful.
You know, I never caught that.
Well, I mean, why would you? One thing's like Ian McShane in Deadwood, and the other thing is John Wick 3 that just happened.
I thought you were saying Ian McShane's character in Wick is missing his same.
No.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying, like, when he was Swearingen, he got that same finger cut off.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you meant. I was like, I didn't even realize he was missing that in the movie, but okay. And you know, I'm sad. It makes sense to the storyline, but I love Ian McShane. I just wanted him to still be kind of along with Wick, but now Wick's got to kill him in the next film.
Yeah. He double-crossed him. But if there's somebody, if there's two heads I want to see, but it would be them two, Ian McShane versus Keanu Reeves.
But you know, as often as his character has basically said nobody stands a chance against Wick. There's nobody you can send at him. He's going to kill basically everybody. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You would think the one person he doesn't want to piss off or the one person is John Wick because he knows
he thought he killed him.
Would you not send everybody down to that fucking street to make sure he was dead? I mean,
in all reality, that he would have been dead.
Oh yeah, God, that fall was
dead.
just stupid. Yeah.
But fucking, what's his butt? Lawrence Fishburne has become the king of the sewers.
He's the Rat King.
Yeah, he is the Rat King. Down there with all of his scars.
It's so stupid.
Although I will say at the very last thing when he's getting them all amped up, he's like, it makes me real pissed off. How about you, John?
It was-
Are you pissed? And they did like some kind of, I don't know, audio effect to his fucking voice because
Did
it
they?
didn't sound right.
Maybe he sounded right to me.
He didn't sound right to me.
but maybe it was the
because
theater.
it sounded like deeper and more like booming. He was like, yeah.
Oh no, I heard him. Maybe it was the theater I was in because I was in Tennessee. But his eyes all red and bloody. That better be still there at the next
Oh,
film.
you know it will
Unless
be.
they give him a few days to heal, which please do, because then he better be fighting up to speed again, and not this choreographed slow bullshit.
I'd actually prefer if he like the next film maybe not be a direct like immediate continuation, like he's actually convalescing down in the sewers and like people really think John Wick is dead and then he comes back like a ghost.
But they said that Ian McShane's character and the whoever the fuck that bitch was, that he's not dead. He's not there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know.
Well, I don't care. Like they might like if he's gone long enough, they'd be like, oh, maybe we're all right. And then he comes back like the ghost of Christmas past, knocks on Ian McShane's door and says, you gotta think about your life, bro. Because I'm back.
Why would John Wick give up his suit for the metal protected suit?
What the fuck are you talking about?
When he goes and he gets his finger cut off,
Yeah,
they give him
a new suit.
I want to see if it's still bulletproof.
It is. They showed at the end of the movie.
Did they?
Yeah, Ian McShane shot him a couple times, and you saw the bullets fucking bounce off.
Oh, that's right. Now you're right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
They basically put him in a suit that looked exactly like his first suit in the first movie.
Yeah.
My favorite fight is the knife fight in the beginning, though.
I agree. That was the best one. But seeing as people get their fucking half their faces blown off with that shotgun when they did that, it was amazing. So amazing.
Just the first guy like peeking around, all of a sudden half of his head was gone. Everybody in the theater was like, "What?"
So I would give this movie a B. You're gonna give it what, an A, solid A. Yeah.
The whole series good. Like, the series as a whole, A+.
Sure. No, I agree. I wouldn't disagree.
This movie gets an A.
What's going to be his protagonist in the next film? I mean, what can it be? They've already sent everybody after him.
Well, I told this to Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they canceled the excommunicado, but now that he's out there and he went against the high table again, I imagine like it would still be there. But I guess if it's canceled and like he's been in hiding,
Oh, that's true.
like they wouldn't put it back out. But I told Kyle, I was like, I would actually love it if this next movie was a complete ripoff of Dredd, and John Wick had to make his way up the hotel to Ian McShane at the top.
And the whole movie's that. Yeah. Yeah.
I would fucking love it because Dredd was goddamn amazing.
Oh, it was.
And if they did that, I'd be like, yeah, fucking do it. Whole movie in the Continental, and he's just like killing everybody in the Continental because he's like, yeah, fuck, I don't give a shit about your goddamn Continental rules. I'm gonna kill everybody in here. I'm coming for you, Swearingen. I just want him to be named Swearingen and everything.
I just hope there's not those two albino guys from The Matrix 2.
With the dreads.
Yeah, those guys were. That was just dumb.
Who would have thought, like, years later, like, The Matrix came out and you're like, fuck, this is the shit. This is the jam. And they screwed the pooch on that trilogy. And, like, years later, Keanu's much older, and he does John Wick, and you're like, well, fuck, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And they do a sequel, and you're like, well, fuck, this one was pretty good. And they round out the trilogy. Fuck, why wasn't The Matrix like that?
Right, yeah.
This is, John Wick's better than The Matrix.
Yeah, I agree. You saw that the director said that he would be completely 100% content just doing John Wick movies. And that's all he does.
And I think Keanu Reeves is up for doing them for a while.
Yeah.
Like, apparently him and the director have ideas for days.
Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should get Hugo Weaving and bring him into the John Wick fold. That would be fucking great. I mean, they already brought Lawrence Fishburne.
If they bring Stallone in, I'm out.
Stallone?
Yeah, did you see that recent trailer? for the new Rock or the new fucking
Rambo?
Rocky. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a Rambo film at all.
It looks like shit. It looks like a fucking direct-to-video movie.
I wouldn't say it looks like a direct-to-video movie. It just doesn't look like Rambo.
Yeah, he looks all fucked up.
It's weird because it's like he's on a ranch. I guess they showed him like go to,
Where'd they get all
to
that
his
fucking
family
money?
farm or whatever.
Yeah, did you see that? How nice that house was and that land? Where the fuck did he get that money?
I don't know.
Government give it to him?
And what's the secret past that Rambo has that we don't know about?
Oh, they'll probably make up some stupid bullshit.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna. I don't even know if I'll see that if it's free on Netflix. I mean, maybe.
I'll stream it, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to
Don't
theater
turn
for that
this
one.
franchise into an Expendables, please. Don't fucking do
I
that.
think this is the last one.
No, I mean I'm talking about Wick. Don't now start bringing in some
Who said
some
he was going
bad
to bring
guy.
in?
Nobody. Well, I'm just talking to you about it right now. I'm saying I hope that's
I
one
don't
thing
think
they
that's a
don't
worry.
do. Maybe they'll bring the Mountain in.
I mean,
Mountain.
they're going to bring in some kind of bad.
Mountain would be
Bad
pretty cool.
guy.
Bring the Mountain. I'm all right with that. Bring his some big ass.
No, bring in Hugo Weaving. Keep this.
I agree. If they did that, that'd be
Matrix
so cool.
cameo thing going.
Yeah, and then they
Although
could-
Lawrence Fishburne was the only one.
They could bring in Carrie as one of the badasses in like the 5th film to fight him, or I don't know.
Oh yeah, Carrie Ann Moss. She was good.
Yeah.
She could have been that whatever
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
What was she called again?
That's how much I gave a shit about her character.
That's all she said. Like, I'm a attributor of blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
some fucking word I don't remember.
What you said.
Not an attributor though. That's not right. Adjudicator,
Oh yeah.
adjudicator, something like that.
Something like that.
I mean, they could have had that be Carrie Ann Moss. Like, she would have been perfect for that kind of role.
How did she make the deal with Ian McShane's character without calling her the fucking Arabic dude back home to make sure it was okay?
I think
She has that
that's
power?
part of her role. Like, she's basically assessing.
Yeah, I guess so.
She's kind of like judge and jury. Like, she came and said, "Okay, you fucked up. Now you got to relinquish your power." Did the same thing to Lawrence Fishburne, and you get 7 cuts.
What was that thing with the fucking blowfish? He cuts her a piece, gives it to her. Mm-hmm. This is one of the most poisonous things.
Well,
period.
basically, so yeah, if you butcher it incorrectly, you can give somebody a piece and they'll die because it has something in it that shouldn't. I think that was just also a part of a mark of his skill. Like, he's having a conversation with her and he's just doing it.
Okay.
And he hands it to her.
All right.
I think that was just, plus, like, that guy's he's on Iron Chef. He's like I can't remember, they call him like the chairman or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That guy's really one of the people?
He's the guy in Iron Chef that like at least, I don't know if it's the original Iron Chef. Like,
Is that show still on TV?
Probably.
Are you telling me that actor is the actual guy from that was on Iron Chef?
Yeah. In every episode,
What was
the
he
chairman
doing?
or
What's the chairman do?
he's the one like starts the
Really?
He unveils the
he
food,
was?
the ingredients they have to use, and he tells them to,
Has he been in anything else?
I have no idea.
Like, I recognized him, but maybe that's why.
I recognized him too. And then Kyle explained to me who he was. I was like, what?
Shit.
It's like, that's fucking amazing.
He acted really well in it.
Yeah.
I'm saying his timing was good. He was funny. You know, if there's no way. I mean, he's got to be an actor.
Well, no, he's an actor, but like, he was the Iron Chef guy.
I don't ever want. Well, who would want that fucking job?
It's a steady paycheck, bro. You go there, you act like a fucking insane dude, and unveil like fish in some kind of weird way, and then you get paid. I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm gonna unveil something to you right
Nope.
now. Oh, okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna pay you too.
Nope. Well, I'll take the
see
pay. No.
Oh, sorry.
God damn it. So definitely go see John Wick,
Yeah, no, definitely see
but
it.
not Brightburn.
No, Brightburn was a waste. Watch it on Netflix if it's free, or $1 rental at Redbox. But I wouldn't rush.
Okay, so it's worth $1.
Yeah, no, it was shot. You could just tell it was edited and they cut it up, and the timing and the pacing was just everything was too quick. It was like a fucking Game of Thrones one of the seasons. The jumps were too quick. His immediate jump to just everybody was too quick.
When you're working in a film format, you have a limited amount of time, but they should accommodate for that with their story.
Yeah, the movie was 97 minutes long. Put in the extra 10 fucking minutes where you could tell the pacing was fucked up to make it. I mean, I would have bought it if it was done right.
Yeah, I would like a leaner John Wick movie. That one was a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I wanted like hour 45.
Hour 45, I think would be perfect.
Would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's John Leguizamo?
Yeah. Did he show up in the second one at all?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I knew he was in the first one. Well, he hasn't had a reason to go get a car again. He's just a chop shop guy.
And I wondered what's his nuts. Satan from the Constantine movie. He didn't kill him. I love that fucking guy. Put him back in there.
I need to watch the second one again. I got Care to watch the first one.
Yeah, he's only in it for like 5 minutes, but he's fucking great.
Yeah, I love that guy.
I love that guy.
Whenever he shows up, I'm like, oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, if he's in a Volkswagen commercial, fucking love that guy.
All right. Let's wrap it up. You got anything going on, bud, besides like popping out your sweet sleeve tattoos and riding your bike?
Motherfucker.
You should see this guy. He looks like Donald Logue from Blade.
I was hot. I went for a run, and I rode over.
You don't have to explain yourself. What do you got going on?
I'm going to finish my parenting guide in the next... By the end of summer. I'd be great if I was done in like the next 6 weeks. It shouldn't take me long. I just need to sit down and do it. It's going to be fucking hilarious. I'm also going to start doing my own TikTok account.
What the fuck is TikTok?
So TikTok, my daughter is on it. You have 20 seconds. Most of the kids these days record themselves dancing. Like someone will do some sort of dance to a song. They're only 20 seconds. You're only doing 20 seconds. And then they get featured. And then if someone sees that dance and they're like, that's a cool dance, you get a bunch of kids that mimic your dance while they do it to whatever popular song is currently whatever on. There's all this shit. Basically, just choose what song you want to do, record yourself doing something, or record yourself saying something or doing something, and you can do all these little cut stuff to it, but it's only 20 seconds. So I'm watching Sydney do this stupid shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And her friends do it. They all do it. They just dance and shit, whatever, and then they upload it, and they try to get featured. They get followers and stuff like that. I was like, I want to make my own account. She's like, please don't. I said, I'm going to do my fucking dance to every fucking song. Just the same dance. Faster
That's
or
what I was
slower.
hoping.
And she goes, please don't. And Claire's like, you got to fucking do it. You will have 1 million followers.
I still want to submit your dance to Epic to make a dance in Fortnite.
All right. Yeah, maybe. All right. Maybe
It would be hilarious. I'd buy it.
Thank you.
I don't think that would do you any good, but I'd buy it.
Well, then I would have to buy my own dance, wouldn't I?
Well, I would hope. I don't know. I would hope you'd be like, if we submitted like, if you use this, can I have this for free, please?
Yeah, no shit, right? You should get it free.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to give you anything else when they're charging you $20 for a fucking skin. It's ridiculous.
You don't have to buy it.
It should be like...
Plus, you actually earn in-game currency. A lot of these places, like, or a lot of these games. What was that one we tried to play for a while that really boned you on the
what was it?
DLC? The one what we got super excited about. That was made by Left 4 Dead people.
Oh, the monster one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They boned you to hell and back on
They
DLC
did.
for that.
You're right, they did.
At least Fortnite gives you in-game currency that you can technically save up and buy shit with.
Yes, I agree. And you make it decent. You make enough by the end of the season to
Yeah.
buy yourself the next season pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so you
What
got
about
that
you?
going on.
What do you got?
What do I got going on? I probably mentioned that I'm back to contracting.
You did. I'm excited about you.
So I'm working again. That's cool. Other than that, I got a new computer. Super psyched about that.
Nice.
Hoping to actually start up my art YouTube channel appropriately soon, because I was waiting on basically upgrading some of my equipment.
Yeah.
I just maxed out the RAM in that bitch too. Oh yeah. But that's it. Otherwise, just normal life stuff.
All right. Well, is that it? Is
Yeah.
that it? Is that it?
I was letting you feel it out.
I'd love to.
No.
Well, until next time, thanks for letting us all up in ya. Because we're born in Ohio. I should start doing like Stevie Wonder type of. I should sing it out every time. It should be some sort of sing or a beat at the end every single time.
Okay. You should also practice singing.
You fucking cocksucker.